Today we're going to talk about what to do if you're not yet making money with trading. So let's get started. So if you're not yet making money with trading yet, what can you do? Well, first of all, you see the way how my mind thinks. It's let's break it down into easy parts. So let's break this down. So you're not yet making money with trading. It can be for one of the two reasons. Either you're not yet trading, right? And this is when you have one set of challenges, or you are trading and then you have a different set of challenges. So let's talk about the first group of traders, the first group of you who right now might not yet be trading. Let me ask you, why are you not trading yet? For most people, it is because they're confused, right? They don't know what to trade, right? And they don't know what trading strategy to use. They sometimes don't know what broker to use. They don't know what tools to use. And sometimes what I hear when I'm doing the live boot camps is that traders tell me they're also overwhelmed because there's so much information out there, and it's hard to find somebody to trust, right? I mean, somebody's saying, well, you'll make a killing if you trade penny stocks, and then somebody else is saying you'll make a killing if you trade forex, and somebody else says you'll make a killing if you do covered calls. And sometimes they do weird expressions and say, okay, there's calendar calls and butterflies and arbitrage trading, whatever this might be, right? So let's break it down. So for those of you who are not trading yet, I want to break this down first of what to do. And then for those of you who have been trading for a while, I'll talk to you in just a moment. So if you are new to trading, it definitely makes sense to first follow a step-by-step process and have your own trading strategy, or you can use somebody else's trading strategy. And you see, the three things that you need to master is what to trade. You can trade stocks, options, forex, cryptocurrencies, futures. So we'll talk about this. Number two, when to enter, and number three, when to exit. So these are the three basics. And see, years ago when I started trading, I did not understand that it is really just these three things that you need to know as a trader. I made it much more complicated, and this is why I got easily confused and overwhelmed. So everything that you learn, you need to break down in these three categories. So let's talk about the first one, what should you trade? If you have been following me for a while, you know that I recommend for beginners, start with stocks and options. And as you're getting more experience, then you can move on to futures. The other day I did a video about penny stocks. Don't start with penny stocks, right? I mean, learn how to trade stocks and options first. These are the basics, and then you can graduate to other trading methods. For example, trading forex or trading, futures, right? Taking it to the next level. That's regarding step number one, what to trade. Now, the second thing is when to enter. And you see, this is where I made it way too complicated in the beginning of my trading career. I was so focused on the entry. I wanted to time the entry right. I did not understand that the exit is equally important, or maybe even more important than the entries. That's very important. What do you do for the entry? Now, you can trust fundamental analysis, right? And this is where it's very easy to get confused about the EPS, earnings per share, right? Or PE ratio, or all these kind of things. And this is why I personally like to use technical analysis. Now, when it comes to technical analysis, for me, the best way to trade is using indicators. I like to use three indicators for my trading, and this is stochastics, MACD, and RSI. The reason why I like to use three indicators is they're confirming each other. So it's like a triple check, right? And the second thing about indicators, they're very black and white, right? So for example, either the RSI is above 50 or it's not, or the stochastics is above 50 or it is not. So there's no room for interpretation, and for me, that's good. Because when you give me too much to analyze, then I often suffer from what they call analysis paralysis. Is this something that sounds familiar to you? Have you ever had the problem of suffering from analysis paralysis, right? Where you couldn't pull the trigger because you're so confused. Should I buy now or should I rather wait? This is when I made it easy for me by using indicators, and as soon as these indicators are telling me buy, This is when I'm buying, and when they tell me sell, I'm selling, right? I'm without questioning. Because here's the deal, the entrance is really not, the entry is not that important. What's more important is the exit, and that's actually step number 3. Step number 3, you need to learn when to exit. See, when exiting, there's 2 ways. First of all, it's either with a profit or with a loss. What is important to me is that I know when to exit before I even enter the trade. This is why I calculate my exit point when I'm wrong, and also when I'm right, when I want to take profits before I even enter the trade, because this way I'm not emotionally attached to the trade and a nervous wreck. See, in the very beginning of my trading career, I remember I did not place a stop loss, and I did not place a profit target. I was so focused on the entry, and then I was finally in the trade, and now, okay, what do I do now that I'm in the trade, right? When to exit. And this is when, for me, greed and fear kicked in, right? I mean, fear, no one experienced a loss, and greed, like, let's make $1 million on this trade. Well, I mean, not $1 million, but you know what I mean, right? I mean, just staying in this trade for way too long, hoping that this is the trade that will make me rich, that let me retire rich. Anyhow, these days, the way how I like to trade is I risk $100 trying to make $200. And this is just an example. It depends on your account size, right? So based on your account size might be that you say, I'm risking $1,000 trying to make $2,000. The idea here is that you make more money on your winning trades than you lose on your losing trades. And here's why this is so important. Think about it. If you make $200 on every winning trade and you lose $100 on every losing trade, you can be wrong half of the time and still make money. If you have 10 trades and 5 of these trades are losing trades, right? So, and you lose $100 on each losing trade. So this would be 5 times $100, so you lose $500. Now, on the other hand, when you have a winning trade, you take money off the table, close the trade as soon as you see $200. Let's say 10 trades, 5 trades are losing trades, so you lose $500. 5 trades are winning trades, and on each winning trade you make $200. So on the 5 winning trades you would make $1,000. So how much is left after 10 trades? $500, right? So you make 5 times $200 on your winning trades, $1,000, and you lose 5 times $100 on your losing trades, you lose $500. And you see, this is something that has really helped me to turn my trading around, understanding that the exit is equally important, if not more important, than the entry. Anyhow, this is how it breaks down for those of you who are new to trading and who are beginners. Okay, so you always have to look at all the information that's coming at you from and sort them into these 3 buckets. The first bucket is what to trade. And again, for me, I highly recommend that you start with stocks and options and then graduate to futures and maybe Forex, and never trade penny stocks, never trade cryptocurrencies. So that's me. Step number 2 is when to enter, and for that I'm using indicators. And step number 3 is when to exit, and you got to know when to exit with a profit and also exit with a loss. Is this helpful thus far? Because then I want to talk to you, those of you who have been trading for a while and who are struggling yet to make consistent profits. But is this making sense? Type in the comment yes. If you enjoy these videos, subscribe to this channel. So if you're watching this on Facebook, like the page, and then there's also probably a little bell, notification bell, so that you get a notification whenever I'm posting a new video. And if you're on YouTube right now, hit subscribe now, and also the little bell, because this way you're getting notified whenever I post a new video or when I'm going live. Now let's talk to those of you who have been trading for a while, but you're not yet achieving the results that you're looking for. And trust me, I've been there. I know how it feels when you're putting so much time and effort and money into this trading thing, and it doesn't seem to work out. Same as for beginners, for experienced traders also, you gotta look into these 3 buckets and see, okay, where am I struggling? And for some of you, it might be just trading a different market. In the very beginning, I was focused on trading Forex. And I couldn't make money with Forex. And here's why, because I mean, I was trading against the house, and that's a different story. I'll make a video on that. I was trading against the house when trading Forex, and therefore I was losing. So I switched over to futures, and doing the exact same thing, suddenly I became profitable, right? So sometimes it helps to switch the markets. Now, what I'm doing still today is I keep a trading log, and I recommend this to everybody of you who is trading right now. You should have a trading log where you write down exactly what you're doing. When do you enter the trade? When do you exit? Do you go long or short? What do you trade, right? And then also a comment section. Here's the beautiful thing. When you do this, and when you have at least 40 trades, you can run an analysis and see what happens. You see, for me, for example, in the beginning of my trading career, when I felt that I was moving one step forward and 2 steps back, and I started looking at my trading log, I suddenly realized in my day trading, I was making money in the morning, and then I lost money in the afternoon. So what's the easiest way to improve my trading? You got to stop trading in the afternoon, right? I also analyzed my trades, and I realized that I'm making money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and that Friday was underperforming. In fact, Friday was a day where I lost money. So what's the easiest way to improve my trading? Stop trading on Fridays, right? And again, this is individual. For everybody can be different. Just because for me, it doesn't work to trade on Fridays doesn't mean it doesn't work for you, right? In fact, I mean, we have people in our private student group here who are doing phenomenally on Friday. I know many traders who are trading great in the afternoon going into the close. It's just not for me. So it's important that you analyze your trades, take a look at that and see what you're doing wrong. And then again, always think these 3 main categories is what to trade. Is your market selection good? Is your stock selection good? Is your option selection good, right? Secondly, what about your entry? Right, it's when to enter. See, the way how I like to trade is momentum based. So I'm a trend following trader, which means that immediately when I enter, I want to see my position in green. Does this happen to you? Or is it as soon as you enter that the trade goes against you? Because in this case, you might want to improve your entry. What about the exit? Are you keeping your losses small? And are you making more money on your winning trades than you lose on your losing trades? If not, change that. Okay. I see many traders who are losing more money on their losing trades than they make on their winning trades. Flip this around. Have a larger profit target and a smaller stop loss. I hope that this helps. And again, it's in broad strokes. And if you are watching this here on Facebook, you'll see that there's many other live videos that you can check out right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, I recently saw that I posted over 160 videos. So there's probably enough to dive deeper into this, because I see, Donnie, you say, I don't know much about indicators. I do have a video that explains the 3 indicators that I use and exactly the settings and how I use them. For those of you who would like to learn more, feel free to join me at one of our upcoming boot camps that we do. They're free. It's on a Saturday, so you don't have to take off work. I hope that you don't have to work on Saturday. We usually start at 10 o'clock in the morning, go until 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, something like this. And during these boot camps, I'll show you exactly these 3 things, right? We'll talk about what to trade, and I'll show you how to find the best stocks and how to find the best options. We'll talk about when to enter, so I'll show you the indicators that I use and how you can apply them in your trading, and also when to exit. I'll show you the rules that I use, and my trading is rule based because it works great for me if I'm having rules that I can follow, right? Because whenever I'm winging it and saying, well, let's see, it never goes well. I don't know about you. For me, it helps to have trading rules that I can follow, and I believe that this is true for most traders. If you want to come to one of these boot camps, you'll find the dates on bootcamp.rockwelltrading.com. It's free. You just register, and you see all the times and dates there. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel or like the Facebook page. Hit on the notification button on the little bell, so that you're being notified whenever I post a new video or go live. Have a fantastic day. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Click on like and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And make sure to subscribe to this channel to get new videos automatically.